As you know, my name is Anjali Kumari. I am 19 years old. I am from Bihar, where I completed my high school education. As far as my hobbies are concerned, I love interacting with people from different states and countries. I also love cooking, traveling. Well, if I talk about my strength, I can admit any kind of situation anytime. Apart from this, my aim is to improve my communication skills and become a best version of myself. Well, I believe that was a brief summary of my introduction.
Yeah, so wonderful, wonderful. I am glad to know about that you are from Bihar and here you are trying to do something for you. So what is your main goal? I would like to know what do you want to become and what do you want to do?
Well, I want to become best speaker. I want to become a public speaker. Therefore, I am improving my communication skills, and also I'm talking to the people to understand where do I need to work, what is my weaknesses, and they are able to make me aware of my mistakes. They are able to make me aware of my weaknesses, which is helping me to improve it, correct myself, and I get a good feedback from them.
Okay, that's great. So you are from Bihar. So is it easy to learn in English in Bihar? Have you ever joined the institute or you are practicing by yourself?
Well, if I talk about whether I joined an institute or not, I did join one of the institute of Bihar. It is quite famous in my city, that is Patna city. People from different state, in fact, come to learn English from that institute. So I also joined that institute. That institute helped me to gain my confidence and also boosted my personality and got me a chance to interact with the people, which helped me to improve my communication skills. Apart from this, I practiced by myself being at home. I had made up my mind that until I improve my communication skills, I do not I do not want to speak any other language except Hindi, except English. Therefore, I stopped speaking Hindi, meeting people with whom I could only interact in Hindi and Bhojpuri. Therefore, I worked on myself in order to learn this language. I talked to the people from various states, countries. At the starting I found it was so difficult. I found it difficult because I was neither able to good at communication skills. I was neither able to good at vocabs nor structures. I didn't know how to structure the answers, how to frame the answers. Therefore, I took some time, but eventually I improved. I worked on my communication, such as structures, such as vocabs, way of making my answers, way of structuring my answer. And I guess I need to work a lot, but now I'm happy that I'm able to communicate at least.
So how much time did you take to gain this much fluency?
Well, it's harder to say. I probably have taken more than 2 years to get this fluency. Since I belong to such a background and environment where people are not into this language a lot, you will find hardly some people speaking English getting interested in this language. Therefore, I took extra year to got my fluency and become a fluent speaker.
Okay, so what do you like feel like now you are able to speak and what would you like to say those people who are learning who are trying to learn English because some of most of them they don't have environment so how can they improve their English what would you like to say like like so many people they have like social media and we are taking advantage of social media but most of we it's really very difficult to learn English from social media. So what would you like to say, whether should we go for any offline class or online class, or should we practice being alone at home?
Yeah, I got it. Well, I believe that in order to improve our English language, we don't need to buy any classes. We don't need to take any kind of offline and online classes. It's a language. This is only a language. We can learn English, we can learn this language by talking to the people, by listening to the people, by having a small talks. So many people do not know about the small talks. I do want to talk about this, that the way we interact with our family member, the way we have a small talk to them for having food, for any kind of uh, things. We talk to our mom in order to get a food from her. We talk to our siblings about their studies, about our studies. So why don't we start talking the same things in English? I know so many people have environment where they cannot find a people who can interact with them in English, but I would say that you can talk to yourself. Okay, right now I have got up, now I'm going to take a bath, do this, that. At least you can do this. And in order to do all these things, you don't need to join coaching. But I would also, at the same time, I would also recommend to join offline classes, because you will find a people over there who would be of your level, who would be advanced than you, who can talk to you in English, with whom you can interact. But if you are somebody who has environment but struggling to learn this language, has some hesitation, can be improved being at home by talking to yourself, by finding a right person to understand your problems. Confidence comes from your knowledge. When you have a knowledge, then you are confident. When people do not speak English, then they feel I am underconfident. But when they start interacting and speaking, they become automatically confident. Instead of focusing on confident gaining, focus on improving English. Automatically, by the time you will analyze and realize that you are good at communication skills, and you don't need to learn to gain the confidence. You will get automatically confident.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So, see, most of the people they feel demotivate. They when they start and after learning 1 month, 2 months, they feel bored. They think, how can we learn English being alone? So, how can we motivate ourselves? So, for this, what would you like to say?
Yeah, it's very hard to keep on motivating ourselves, remain motivated. However, I believe that if we are showing consistency and something which we really want to get in our life. See, when I was not good at communication skills at that time, I would wonder that how come a opposite person is able to speak, how she is able to make the sentences. That thing used to pinch me a lot and didn't let me take a breath, didn't let me have my food peacefully until I improved it. I was fascinated. I was passionate about this language. And if I talk about, some people learn for 2 months, 3 months, then after feel bored, feel enough. It happens because you are not trying something new. When you add something new in your learning, you won't feel bored, you won't feel enough of learning. I did the same thing. I was not focusing on only speaking, but also listening, but also writing, reading. Therefore I never got enough of learning this language. Always I feel that something is missing and I need to work on it. See, knowledge is not only, we think that we can have on enough knowledge, but no. The way you cannot see that the way water is not what is called, there, there is a enough water. You cannot find that there is only less water and water is supposed to be only this much. No, in the same way, Knowledge is not supposed to be enough. You should keep on getting a knowledge. You will get old. You will come the age of like you will get old. You will feel like I have everything, success, money, knowledge. But no, knowledge is something which cannot be enough. Every day learn.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So, like you want to say, like we don't need to join any kind of class, and we can practice at home. There is no problem. And yes, learning English is like a piece of cake for us now. Just because of this social media. And through social media, you can get partner where you can practice with them. And if you feel bored, sometimes it happens that we feel bored. So for that, we have lots of ideas and so many way to practice where we can't we feel bored, such as you can create any story and ask question by yourself. Also you can find any partner and you can talk to them, and you can take any random topic okay, today I'm going to talk about water, today I'm going to talk about tree, and today I'm talk about my friend, today I'm talk about my home. So you have lots of things to talk, and you will not get bored. I'm not going to say that okay, you have to practice for 1 hour, 2 hours. No, according to your time, you just practice. Never feel bored because it's your dream. And who feels bored from from their dream? So anyhow, you have to do because so many people are doing. So why are you left behind? You must compete them. You must overtake them. Become
Yeah, exactly what I wanted to say. Yes, exactly what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that, see, when we see our interest in something, we never get enough of that thing. If I talk about I love dancing, so I can never ever get bored of dancing. Yeah, I can feel tired, I can feel exhausted, but not get enough of dancing. So same thing, find your interest, and learning in English should be interest. It should not be forceful. Learning should be interesting. You should find learning English is interesting. It should be your dream, it should be your desire, it should be your passion. It was my passion and I improved it. However, I need to improve a lot, but yet I would say that I am improving, I'm learning every day. And one another thing I would like to say that if somebody is good at French, somebody is good at any other languages beside their language, so they learned that language not because that they wanted, they needed it, they learned it because they were interested in this. They love learning languages. Like me, I had, if I had my way, so I would have spoken, I would have learned every language of India. But it is hard for me to learn each and every language. But however, I am firstly focusing on my this language communication, English language, so that I can communicate with the people of across over the world. It's my interest. And if you are not interested, if you are somebody who thinks learning a language is not benefits, there is no any benefit of learning English, I'm not interested, so sorry to say you can't.
Yeah, yeah, wonderful, wonderful. See, and we beginner never should think that okay, I make mistake while speaking, and I feel shy, I don't have confidence, and I'm not able to speak. I can't speak. You can speak. Just go ahead and never think about your mistake. Never think about your fear because yes, now you are unable to speak, of course, but by doing practice, one day definitely you will be able to speak, and then you can see your improvement. That like earlier we were you like shy people, and even if I talk about myself, so I was unable to speak, let alone speak. But I didn't dare to speak speaking in front of people. It was hard not to crack for me, but I started. I never stopped myself not to speak. I just go ahead. I just went ahead, and I kept practicing, and that is why today I'm totally able to speak in English. And not only speak in English, but also I'm helping other people to speak in English. Like I'm running some classes and where my students are able to speak English fluently. So I feel happy seeing them, that just because of my tricks and they are able to speak, I'm able to help someone. So that's great. Your work is to do job. Your work is not think about fruit, that okay, I'm not getting any fluency, though I'm learning English. No, 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 no. You never think about anything. Just think about your work, that how much hard work you are doing, so just your job is to do hard work, not think about your benefits and fruit. Later on you will get, because you are
Yes.
doing something. So I think this much is okay. It was lovely conversation with you. So I hope you must have enjoyed. So thank you so much.
Yes, it was a wonderful conversation with you. Well, whenever I have a conversation with you, I always feel that okay, there is somebody who thinks like me, who is also dying to make people understand that learning English is not as tough as we have thought in our mind, as we have inculcated that this language can be only spoken by foreigners, since it is their language, it belongs to them. But I believe that no, it's a language. You can also adapt it. Learning and adapting language can be easier when you are potential, when you are showing your potential and giving your 100%. Therefore we need to find a people, have a conversation with them, analyze our mistakes, work on it, and let and also do not stop learning at the any point. Well, if I talk about my some of the friends have stopped learning at the one point, but I believe that no, English language. You cut this part, okay? Cut this part. I got stuck. You are not audible. Cut this part.
Okay, definitely I will cut this part. And it was lovely conversation. Thank you so much. And keep practicing. It happens sometime. It happens with everyone.
Wait.